How's everyone doing? I know I've really been slacking on saw videos lately. I messed my phone up, and then I messed my tripod up. But we're getting ready to set this 400 cylinder up for a band cut. I just eyeballed it center. We're gonna fine tune it here with the dial indicator and cut the band. Figured since I ain't made any saw videos, I better throw something up there. But this don't take too long. Right now we got it down by the base. Oh no, I mean we got it up by the combustion chamber. Basically just spin it and keep splitting the difference. That ain't perfect, but we're gonna have to bounce back and forth a couple times, just the way it is. True it up on one end, flip it around. True it up on the other end and bounce back and forth 3 or 4 times and we'll be ready to cut it. Probably will have to bounce back one more time. It looks like it's pretty close to true. If you ever go to do this, you'll probably struggle with the first one. I don't know how many of these I've done. Just need a teeny bit. That's about as good as you get them. This dial indicator is super sensitive. So just the lining in the cylinder can make it bounce back and forth a couple numbers. If you don't go through this, you're either going to get a crooked band, you're going to be grinding into plating on one side and have a lip on the other side. Neither one of it works too good, so you want to make sure this is fairly close to true. Pop that off. Move this in, and now what we'll do is we'll run it right into the band. As close to the wall as we can get without scratching it. And you want it up against it, but not super tight. You could actually turn it on and touch off if you wanted to. We got an indicator down here on the cart. Gonna tell us how much we take off. We're gonna take 40 thousandths out of this one, so we'll zero this. Move you guys a little bit because I gotta look in this cylinder. And we should be ready to rock and roll. That's basically all there is to cutting one of these. Or take 40 thousandths out of it. This is the little lathe. It shakes a little bit spinning a circle like that, but does a fine job. Got a bigger lathe on the other side of the shop. We'll throw her on there and cut the base after this. All right, now just a cleanup cut of 4,000s. That's all we got left to hit 40. I like to do a little cut the last cut. Makes for a nice finish up there. Tiller. Now we just ought to reach up in there and make sure we don't got a lip that the piston can hit. That's pretty good, but I want to go just a tick more. So we don't really want to cut nothing this time, so we're just lightly going to rest it on the band. I'm just going to back this part out. Like 10 thousandths. That'll cut that little tiny lip I could feel off. Still got just a tiny one there. This one's being stubborn. Just want to go a touch more. I hate it when you can hear your hitting plating, but it is what it is. We don't want a lip in there. That's good. We'll jump over to the other lathe now and cut the base. This is the bigger lathe. It's actually probably the one I should be using for bands, but you know how that is. We need the 50 thousandths for the 400. Or not 50 thousandths, 50 millimeters. Lathe's a mess. It needs clean and vacuum. I need to just take a weekend and maintenance everything around here, unfortunately. So don't crank it down right away, because we gotta true up that mandrel, or don't want your base cut crooked either. I had it all set up. I was cutting a V-stack, I think, last night, so bear with me here. Just take a second. Again, another dial indicator. This isn't as sensitive as the one I had in the cylinder, just because it's not needed for this. Right now I'm just getting it true. Just a little pressure with your hand. If it's loose, it's all it takes. Right there, it's true. Snug it up so it don't move. Pop that off. I'm gonna run over and grab the cylinder. I gotta pull it off the other lathe, pull the bolts out. It'll be 1 second. Spinning the nuts off of it. Takes a second to get it off this jig. I didn't realize the shop stereo's on. I suppose YouTube and Facebook's gonna flag this now, so I'm probably just wasting time making this video, but I figured I'd throw something up for... Usually I do a few saw videos a week, and I haven't in a little bit here, but it is what it is. Been really busy, and then the phone being broke, and the tripod being broke, and it's really cooled off outside. Just haven't had time. Pop this on here. I just throw a block of aluminum in there so it don't move. We're gonna recheck it after I tighten it up. But on the block of aluminum, actually I'm gonna do it like this. It's probably what, yeah, that's what that's from, another 400 probably. Put a little pressure on it. Now we probably moved it, but oh, if I can get this here. Yeah, I moved her a little bit, so I just grab a rubber hammer and we'll tap her around, get it true again. And there we go. Make sure we're still tight. And what I do is I run this up till just a hair away. We're not touching. I don't want it touching. I want this to be fairly accurate. Another dial indicator down here. Put it back on the cart. Now we can zero this right now because I'll show you what I'm going to do. I'm not going to move the cart to touch off. Now I'm going to flip her on. I'm just going to move this top slide till we barely hit. Perfect. Make sure we're still zeroed. We had 30,000 spoolers, so I took 40 out of the band. We want to go 45, we'll end up with 25. We'll do 10 thousandths at a time. We'll do the first cuts fast, last cuts not so fast because we want them nice. Now the problem with the 400, I'll stop this so you can see that there's a flat spot here. So it's gonna make a... Sorry about that, someone walked in the shop. But here I'll show you what I was talking about, I think the last video. There's a flat spot here, so you really gotta grind into this sleeve because it'll hang up on your case on a 400. Right here, it's gonna be hard to see on film, but we gotta keep grinding until that's gone. Not quite. A little more. And that should work. Now we'll back off, take 10,000 for it. gonna grab a little oil. The last 5 thousandths I'm gonna oil. I'm gonna go real slow so we get a nice gasket. A nice finish for the gasket. Then we're going to back up here. We're going to clearance the sleeve for the case. And that's it. I think one more little bitty pass on the base. There we go, that's pretty. We're ready to rock. We're ready to throw it on the saw and time it. I figured I'd do one more and we'd check the squish and see how accurate that machine work was. So now when you check the squish, check it on the left and the right side, not the front and the back. That piston's on a pin, and the pistons, we all know, they gotta fit a little loose because they expand, so you got some rock. Front and the back ain't gonna be accurate. Turn her over a couple times. I was shooting for 25. We got 26. Let's see if it's at least the same on both sides. Now check the other side. Go in the plug hole. Just kind of bend it. $26, that'll work, guys. I'm not going to lay the back up for that little bit. Now I'll port it and we'll get it back to him. Alright, she's all ported. See the upper transfers. Little red layout coating still up in there. That'll wash out up there too. Just finished beveling everything. Just gotta take her in and wash it all up. Hopefully she's a runner.